everybody. Well, I've left Calgary here on the morning of the, I think it's the 10th, and heading west again out to that beautiful valley in British Columbia. Of course, kind of got ruined there last year by the fire, my normal camping spot. A couple weeks ago, I took a drive out in my Ranger all the way out there to scope out if I can still get into my beautiful spot, and I can't. It's they're logging in there now, salvage logging, which is a real shame, but I've got my eye on another spot I'm heading to. I won't have the same view, but should be a nice little spot to camp. So anyway, and here's a short video I took of when I was out at the old camp spot there a couple weeks ago, just to give you an idea. And in the near future, I'll be sending some more pictures of that area and other things, of course. Okay, see you in a bit. Well, shit, you guys. My beautiful spot is messed up pretty bad. That was all trees there before, and it's all been wrecked, burnt. I could live with that, but the access getting in here is not good. I don't know, maybe partway through the summer we can get in here. I don't know. Man, what a shame. All right, you guys, here we go. Down Settlers Road into the Mystic. Last time when I was on this road a couple of weeks ago, it was really kind of rough, and it's usually fairly well looked after because of the mine trucks that come up and down here during the week that I've talked about earlier. There's a sign talking about the mine trucks, and this is a Saturday, so I don't have to worry about them theoretically. All right. Anyway, catch you in a bit. The road's better than when I was here a couple of weeks ago, thank goodness. So they must have graded it. They try and keep on top of it. Dusty though, and if you've been following my videos on this channel, you know I'm not a fan of driving this diesel pusher motorhome down dusty roads. But it is what it is. I'm just taking my time. Well, the river's muddy looking. Hard to see, I guess, these foggy windows on the side of this motorhome. But I said earlier it was the 10th today. It's not. It's the 11th. Saturday the 11th. Oh, someone's on the bridge. All right, I've stopped here beside this gravel pit because I knew there was this wide spot in the road. I've used this before. And here I'm going to put the drive shaft back on the Ranger and then unhook the Ranger and drive it with the quad down to my my future campsite. And anyway, long story on how I'm going to get everything back and forth without me having to walk too far because my knees are not good. Anyway, I'll get back to it. All right, so I've put the drive shaft back on the truck, unhooked it, as you can see, and now I'm still got the quad in the box. I'm gonna head down to a turnoff down here a couple of kilometers. I go down to the future campsite, unload the quad, leave the quad there, and but come back with put the loading ramp back in the truck, and then drive back to the motorhome, maybe cut down a couple of overhanging trees on the way back. Well, no maybe about it. There's two of them I know of that you got to be cut down. And see, just a sec. So here's the turnoff to my old viewpoint camp spot that's ruined by fire. And look, you can see the equipment around here. Yeah, active logging. Oh yeah, safety. It's just, what a shame. So anyway, so then after I get back to the motorhome, then I leave the truck there with the loading ramps, jump in the motorhome and drive the motorhome down by itself to the campsite, then jump on the quad, ride the quad back up, load it back on the truck, and then drive the whole thing down there. And then I got everything down there and I didn't have to walk anywhere. All right, took me a few minutes one morning of not being able to sleep to figure that chain of events out. Anyway, talk to you in a bit. All right, so here's the turnoff I've got to take to get to the new spot. It's a little humpy going in there, but I'll just try and hit it as square as I can. And I got to go down this road here. I know I'm crazy. All right, you guys. The new spot is right through here. Right in here, through here. Looks doable to me. Let's get this quad unloaded. All right, I got the quad unloaded, and yeah, I think I can get the coach level in here, and it's pretty solid. This ground is solid in here, so I'm good with this. It's not as scenic as that other place, of course, but you know, this will work. I had used the compass on the phone to see which way is west. If I point it basically right towards those two trees right straight dead ahead there, that's straight west. The way my solar panels are on the roof, the angles to the two main panels angle to the driver's side because the roof is crowned. And there's another third panel up between the air horns that's flat on the roof. And I've got this, I now just have an addition of an auxiliary ground mounted solar panel I'm going to add this year too. And so to get the best solar exposure, I want the coach to always face west as possible. So yeah, I should be able to do that. I should be able to put her right in here facing west, and this will work. Man, it's a warm day today, and that road was dusty. Like I said, it's hot today. All right, let's go get that motorhome. There you go, folks. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I think that'll do just right there. It needs to come up just a little bit on the right hand side. Front to back is not bad. And of course I'm going to run it up on wood front and back just to give it a little bit firmer footing, and then use my jacks, of course, so I don't have another windshield issue, which I'll tell you about at some point. Anyway, so here's the view from this spot. It's still pretty nice. Let's go. I gotta go get the truck now. All right, so after getting parked in here the other day, I forgot to take a final little video clip here to show you my new camp spot. Under this bright green tarp right in front of us is even some firewood. I went and got some firewood and split it up. I've had a couple of fires since then. So there we go. So let's have some fun this summer. All right, my first quad ride since I got back in the mountains. Sure nice to be back in these mountains, man. Never ceases to make me smile. The desert's kind of neat, but it doesn't hold a candle to these mountains. Not a chance. So I can't, like I said, my old spot, can't camp there, so I was in my new spot and looked over this way and I could see this road coming up the side of the mountain, so I got over here and there's my motorhome buried down in there. You can see the dust in the valley. Man, the road is, when the road gets pounded as hard as it has been between the mining trucks and the logging trucks, the dust just turns to like flour, just like really light powdery flour, and clouds and clouds of it. I was not happy driving my diesel pusher down through all that dust. Not happy at all.